Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. New look or what? Mm? I'm really liking this length of my hair right now, to be honest. I don't really wear it out as much. I don't know, it's pretty dry right now, but I like how it looks. I like how the curls pop, but whenever I try to do my hair like this to go out, it just, the dog in my back and bare things, but it just kind of does not pop the way I'd like it to pop, which is like this. But this is the awkward stage, but it's looking pretty nice right now. So thank you again for, as I said before, subscribing, watching, liking, and sharing my videos. I really and truly appreciate it a whole lot. So today we'll be talking about postpartum social anxiety, if that's even a term, right? But social anxiety in general. So before we get into it, I want to introduce you to my co-host, Mr. Panda. I got this for my 25th birthday, I think. I think my spirit animal is a panda and I'm a little bit obsessed with them. I love their videos on Instagram. So if you have any videos that you see, or if you see any videos that I may want to see about pandas, you can just send them to me. Right? Okay, guys. So what really inspired me to do this video is because since I had my baby girl, which is 10 months ago, she's 10 months and some days now, I went out twice in the night. Like I did two nights out, right? So the first one was the Burna Boy show, which everybody went to, I'm sure. And then the second one was just recently, earlier this week. So I'm actually doing this video today so you can watch it today because I haven't had a chance to do it yet, or to do it before rather. Earlier this week, I went to Popcaan's media launch, or his private listening for the Great Is He album that he's putting out, that just came out on Friday. Go listen, by the way, guys. And I wanted to talk about being socially anxious because it's a thing, right? It's a whole thing. So as you know, I moved. Kingston is just the city or the place where everything happens. Like if you want to know somebody, if you want to go have some fun, anything like that, Kingston is definitely the place to go. And it's a amazing hub for entertainment. And as you, or many persons would know, that entertainment is my field, it's my career. But I haven't been around, in Kingston much because I moved from Kingston to Manchester, but I will come in if ever I have any jobs or, events or anything like that. I, drive in and just drive back home. So last year when I went to the Burna Boy show, first of all, I was super anxious to go. I almost did not go, but I thought to myself that I missed Burna Boy. First of all, I don't really have FOMO as much. I will see something and I'll be like, oh my god, I wish I was there, type of thing, but I don't like dwell on something. So I don't really have FOMO that much. I'll get over it. So, but the Burna Boy show though, I think would be like a good test to see how I would feel if I, or when I do decide to spend a night out, just take a night off for myself and just go have some fun. Like I haven't done that in like 9-10 months. So when I made the decision to go, I almost did not go because apart from some ticket confusion where that is concerned, I almost just did not go because I was pretty nervous to see all of my friends and to just be in a crowd for multiple reasons. The first one, and I think it would just kind of pass over to, sorry, it would, I think it would also be similar reasons for me being anxious at the Popcaan album launch. So, one, my body before pregnancy was very ideal for me, and that was my peak in working out, eating healthy, just, you know, my body being super fit and all of the works, thick thighs, thick arms, fat face, all of that. And after I had the baby and where I'm at now, I'm, you know, I've gotten smaller and I'm not in the gym as much. I haven't been really doing much physical activity apart from walking upstairs. And so my body is what it is before I started working out, which was not how I would want it to be, and it made me very, very insecure, which is one of the reasons why I started to go to the gym. So my first reason was not being as confident then in my skin, in my whole body, which I'm trying to learn how to love this body and, you know, the whole works. But sidebar, how can you love something? It's crazy. I guess you can't just love yourself or love your body while working on it. I mean, I love it now, but I will love it more when it is at that place where I want it to be, if that makes sense. But anyways, so my first thing was that I wasn't as confident because I'm small. My clothes don't fit. So I had to take in some of my something them to make them fit, and that for me is just like, oh my god, I'm back at square one. And I know that people are pretty judgmental about weight. Like Jamaican people are gonna be like, oh my god, you're so small, oh my god, you're so big, oh my god, you're so this and you're so that. And it's just like, keep your comments to yourself on a level, right? When I need to really know. And yeah, so just kind of having to go through what to wear, nothing fits, and it just demotivates you from wanting to go out. And then even though you may finally find something that you would want to wear, but you know, it doesn't fit, and you have to go to the tailor or to the dressmaker to take it in, and that's going to be a whole other thing. But even though you take it in to fit, well, this is me, even though I adjusted my clothes for it to fit and whatever, I just felt it made me feel smaller, than I heard than I actually, you know, make myself out to be. But it was just like a whole thing. So I wasn't feeling as confident. That is the first thing. Second thing is, sometimes, okay, the second thing is really COVID, right? I know that the whole COVID wave has passed, but being away from Kingston, where I think like all illnesses, all viruses are just like in that, you know, area, like everything, like once you got town, like everything, every type of sickness you can think about, like dead right there. So everything concentrated in Kingston. So I was also very nervous about COVID, and I don't like wearing the whole mask thing in terms of being outside, like outside in an open space. Like I don't want to be wearing my mask in an open space outside. So being in a space where it's like tons of people, I don't know what kind of I'm not saying like, you know, persons are like ill or sick or have any viruses or whatever, but it's obviously in the back of my mind because I have a child, and I just more aware now of things like that, right? And even though I don't know, even though I know that persons, or I believe or I trust in persons, they wouldn't necessarily come out or be in a public space whenever they're feeling ill. I wouldn't be in a public space if I know that I have flu or COVID or whatever. So I was just fully nervous about things like that, because I don't want to, if I hug somebody and I don't know, 4 days later I'm like having COVID, I'm gonna totally freak out, because I obviously would have to isolate. I would be away from my baby for a couple of days, and whole social anxiety I think was developed in COVID time, and was developed during COVID time, and that's like certainly mad me out. And along with that as well, so I know that when you get sick or when you're feeling ill, your breast milk supply, it drops, right? And I've been sick so many times after I had my baby, and my breast milk supply drop, and it's like, I don't know, it's just like a whole mess. And one of the reasons why I don't want my breast milk supply to drop or for it to get low is that sometimes my baby, she doesn't, I mean, she love our food and thing, but there are days, for example, like when she's teething and she doesn't feel for anything, we just want her to get something for eat, so to speak, and so I would give her, the breast. So yeah, that's the second thing, COVID. And then the third thing now is just people asking me about baby and how was labor and how was delivery and all the works. And even though I'm sharing on this right now, there are some persons who would ask me, or who I imagine would ask me certain things about, my baby and delivery and labor, about her father, different things like that. And those things I'm not really ready to talk about. And so all of that possibility made me very anxious. So I guess just the questions and just to be talking about the baby, all of that, made me anxious. And I think the fourth thing is that even though even though entertainment is my space, and though I've been away for a while, it did not feel like my space at all. It felt so strange to me. It felt, even though it's the same type of people, it felt very unfamiliar. It felt strange. I felt very isolated. I just kind of felt like a fish out of water, so to speak. And I tried to assess why I felt that way, and it was because obviously me, because I think most persons like who did it at the event them, me didn't know, like me know. And especially, for example, if I would go with my friends, like my friends, so for example at the Burna Boy show, I went with my friends and stuff, and my friend them know, for example, if something is wrong, or them can look on you and tell you lose weight and this and that, and even though them not gonna like say it to you, but I don't want it to, I don't know, just the thought for cross their mind, and me no said them probably, I think both it or the thoughts has crossed their mind, makes me feel very uncomfortable. So I don't know, it's such a strange thing. Like, just kind of get back to the point. So being in a space where I know most of the people there, and I know we're going to be interacting. A lot of the persons before would have known me to be this well-fit, confident type of person, and I didn't feel that way going to these events. So even though I probably put on a face on a front, oh my god, you guys are watching this video, I totally was not confident, right? I wasn't confident at all, and I really had to psych myself up. Usually though, before having a child, and I found that I started to get anxious. I don't know if it's because of COVID, but the whole social anxiety, I think, developed during that time. Let me know if it happened to you as well too in the comments below. And one of the things is like, or a next thing rather, is that I hear comments like, I know people mean me well, but I hear comments like, oh my god, you don't look like a mom, or it looks like you didn't have a baby, or anything like that. And it's just like, I know it's out of like the goodness of their heart, and I don't think that's why I'm the problem. I'm the problem, guys. But I know it's just like, I think about, well, what, I don't know, what should I look like, you know how should I look? Should my hair be different? Should I have on this or should I have on that? And not in terms of like them, but it's just like me, I don't know. It makes me feel like I need to be doing something more, to feel more like a mother in terms of just like my appearance. So that's it. So social, oh, before I was saying something about before, I would probably just maybe, before having the whole social anxiety thing that was, I think, maybe caused by COVID, I think that I would maybe, if I'm at an event and if I feel any type of anxiety, I would probably just get like a glass of wine or something to take the pressure off, or just to kind of ease into talking to people, being a social butterfly, this type of thing. But yeah, the social anxiety thing after pregnancy is really, I think for me, I feel very self-conscious in a mom bod. You know, I feel very self-conscious and I'm working on it. Like, I'm working on my confidence, and you know, I'm also trying to find things that fit me right now. And because my whole closet is just like tank top, belly out the door, tight jeans, all of those things, which is what I used to wear before I got pregnant. And like, no, I just don't know. I'm wearing the same thing like 3, 4, 5 different time, and you know, all of these things. So it's just like the anxiety of going out and just seeing people. It's just like, I don't know, it's very strange, guys. It's very strange. I'm trying to articulate and I'm trying to put it together. So one of the reasons as well to why I even like doing this YouTube video, right? Because I know that persons are going to be like, oh my god, I'm seeing you in person, or I see you on the YouTube. And even though I'm super excited that you guys are watching, I love it, but this is just a type of way for me to find my way back to myself, you know, to build confidence, to work on my public speaking, which I'm super terrified about. And if me ever show some of the video them how me edit them out, yeah, because of how I speak sometimes, you know. But the whole social or postpartum or social anxiety in general is pretty crippling. It can make you depressed. It can, for me, sometimes I don't want to go anywhere. Like, I don't want to do anything. I don't want to go anywhere. The only thing that I'd probably do right now is to maybe just go to the supermarket and come back on my yard. But to go out in a public setting and not feeling confident, kind of having to put on a front, is just like, I want to go when I'm ready to go. But the world sometimes, to be honest, isn't really like that. So I really just kind of have to go back out there and do what I have to do, and this is one of the ways that I'm trying to do it. And yeah, I just felt like, even though this is a short video, guys, I'm so happy you're watching. But let me know in the comments if you feel any type of social anxiety overall. So maybe it shouldn't be postpartum social anxiety, but just social anxiety overall. Like, I think that's why many people like drink too and wear like the dark glasses when them go out, because them have social anxiety, them anxious. I need to work on that and actually feel how I present myself to be. Yeah, I think that's the end of this video, guys. So thank you for watching, and please remember to like, share, and subscribe. Comment below if you have social anxiety. Even, guys, when I was doing the For the Mommy series, I was just very anxious because that was probably the first time I saw a lot of, you know, persons who I used to work with in terms of production. And yeah, I was pretty anxious. I don't know what they're thinking. I don't know. I just don't know. But yeah, guys, this is actually the end of the video now. All right, so stay tuned for my next video. See you guys soon.